Assalamualaikum. Me and my group will present about Islamic banking and finance in Pakistan for subject Islamic Financial System and Capital Market Code FIN3573. In this slide, we will talk about the history and background of Islamic banking institutions in Pakistan, the number of Islamic banking and finance institutions, and comparison with the number of conventional institutions. The third one is the fund size and the growth rate fund of Islamic banking and finance, issues and challenges in development of Islamic banking and finance, and the last one is opinion about Islamic banking and finance development in Pakistan. History and background. In 1977 to 1978, there were steps that taken by Pakistan to Islamize banking and financial system there. Pakistan of one of three nations in the world that attempt to introduce national interest-free banking. However, due to some problem, the switchover plan was completed in stages. On January 1, 1981, separate interest-free were established in all commercial banks in Pakistan and also one foreign bank, which is Bank of Oman. Beginning on April 1, 1985, all payments to entities, including people, were paid in one designated interest-free ways. All commercial banks in Pakistan became interest-free on 1 July 1985. On the same date, the process used by Pakistan, which mostly based on a markup with or without a buyback agreement. On January 2000, CTFS was established by Mr. I.A. Hanfi. This task force was established to eliminate interest from government financial transactions. They also established another task force inside the Ministry of Law to recommend the changes on the legislative framework in order for them to execute the court decision.
This is the list of Islamic banking and conventional banking in Pakistan. In the country that we have choose, which is Pakistan, there are about 16 Islamic bank available in the country and 20 conventional bank in that country. Below are the Islamic bank and conventional bank that are available in Pakistan. In addition, the comparison between Islamic bank and conventional bank in Pakistan is they perform different function and leasing and agency function.
So this is a fund size of each year from 2016 to 2021 that is increasing from year to year. And the growth rate of fund in 2017 is increasing 1.16% from 2016 and decreased to 1.12% in 2018. After that, increased back to 1.48% in 2019 and then decreased in 2020 to 1.07% and lastly increased to 1.11% in 2021.
The Islamic banking industry in Pakistan is similar confronted with a variety of issues at both macro and micro level of operation. The first one is they lack a short-term market in which to invest their excess asset. The second one is the risk faced by the Islamic banking industry in profit sharing are so great that all Islamic banks in Pakistan invest in sectors that provide reliable returns. The next one is SPP does not provide Islamic banks with any form of legal helps. Islamic banks do not have the legal backing, the necessary know-how and skilled human resources to measure the financing project. The issue and challenges faced by the Islamic banking in Pakistan. From the perspective of liquidity and capital, there are liquidity problem in the Islamic banking sector in Pakistan due to the lack of short-term money market. The second one is market are shallow and narrow, and effective portfolio management strategy cannot be undertaken in the absence of liquid market since diversification options are restricted. The next one is financial stability. Financial stability is another issue for Pakistan as a result of a weak government policy and load shedding. The next one is Islamic banking Pakistan lack of human resources for Islamic Sharia banking. The Islamic banking sector lack competence Islamic banking specialists. The last one is need to promote public awareness and educate the public since there are little common or shared knowledge of Islamic finance goals, underlying concept, mechanics, method of operation and outcome of the Islamic finance. My opinion on the Islamic banking system is to develop a new product. The Islamic bank must look for the new product that can benefit for the customer and can contribute to the development of the Islamic economy. This can different the product issued by Islamic bank and conventional banks, as the system adopted by the Islamic bank does not burden to the customer.
My opinion about IBF development in Pakistan is the restructure of the financial system, because financial sector it contains a set of action that need to be adopted to eliminate market inefficiencies and also establish a competitive pricing structure for Pakistan.
Opinion number 3. The third prospect of Islamic banking finance in Pakistan is public awareness. Islamic financial model is feasible. In fact, with the availability of more financing mode than those recognized at present, it is bound to be more versatile and efficient. But it faces problem of general acceptability. This is mainly due to unfamiliarity with the various Islamic mode of financing. This problem is likely to be solved over time, but pace of development of Islamic banking can be expedited through the following way, which is public education campaign, inclusion of Islamic banking concept in school curriculum, making Islamic financing course as a part of business administration program, and offering full-fledged degree program in Islamic financing.
Lastly, in my point of view, development IBF in Pakistan need to expand and increase by the level of expertise of Islamic capital market, with importing the expertise from the other country that have more competency in the industry to have more marketing strategies on IBF in Pakistan. I also want to suggest that they can build more institutions that they can train people and society about IBF, and it can increase the level of mindset of the society and make sure to breed successful generation with high thinking skill in IBF development in the future.